Hello, it is Molly Reamer with Bridges Grove and 30 Days of Goddess, and I wanted to make a quick video for you about ways to connect to the magic of place. And this is originally drawn from my book, Walking with Persephone, and in fact, this idea of connecting to the magic of place, I feel like is one of those life-changing practices, the being alert for the magic around you, the ordinary enchantment. I write and speak of being an ordinary mystic or a everyday mystic in the temple of the ordinary. And that is what the magic of place is about looking out at where you are right now and seeing what there is. And so place-based magic for me is inhabiting where we are fully. And so that can be, an airport. That can be a waiting room at the dentist. That can be a living room. That can be a beautiful mountaintop. That can be a state park. But what is the magic of that place right now, and how can you connect to it? And so, traveling through meditation or, astral into the astral plane, that is all well and good, but I love and I encourage the looking, listening, and feeling to what is right in front of you right now and discovering the magic that is there, listening to the magic that is there, learning from the magic that is there, and accepting the invitation to step into it. And so these are my ideas from Walking with Persephone, which was originally a book that was originally called The Magic of Place and was about connecting to place-based magic. The other thing I was going to say real briefly about place-based magic is that includes things like ritual and turning, how we often turn to the directions. We welcome north, we welcome east, we welcome south, we welcome west. But with place-based magic, look to the north where you actually are, not north the way the book says north is associated, not with the symbols and signs and metaphors and elements for earth and north according to the book, but rather what you actually see with your own two eyes in the north where you are. Call upon that magic instead of somebody else's cookbook approach to magic. So these ideas can help connect you to the magic of place in any place, whether you are traveling, sitting in a restaurant, looking out the window, at the dentist's office, at work, or in your home. So the first one is to look for what grows. Plants, trees, flowers, shrubs. What is growing? What is growing where you are? Look for what moves. Animals, people, spiders, lizards, snails, worms, snakes, bugs. What is moving where you are? Look for what flies. Birds, bees, bugs, insects, butterflies. What is flying? You could even add airplanes if you wanted to. What is flying? Look for steady and stable physical landmarks: hills, valleys, mountains, rock formations, rivers, lakes, bodies of water. What's something that's relatively unchanged about, what's something that's going to stay in the landscape, kind of whether or not you're there looking at it or not. And then also look for the guardians of the land, things that are standing sentinel or keeping physical watch. This is often hills or stones, or trees, something that's keeping physical watch on the landscape. Also look for transient environmental aspects: clouds, sky, wind, rainbows, ice, sunset, sunrise, mist, shadows, sunbeams, dust, whatever it is that you see that's a transient physical landmark or environmental aspect. And then also look for small, movable physical features, things that are temporary in the place: sticks, stones, shells, acorns, seeds, flowers, feathers, leaves, even animal poop. I know that doesn't sound super magical, but that can be a sign or a connection or a relationship builder with what inhabits the same land that you inhabit. What is visiting the same terrain that you are visiting? What is exploring the same area that you're exploring? So even animal poop can be a little message from the magic of place. And then also notice colors, sounds, smells, physical sensations in yourself. You know, are you sweaty? Is there a breeze that's blowing across your face? Does your heart feel open? Do you feel constricted? Like, what do you feel in yourself? Textures, temperature, moods, and the mood can be yourself, can be the people around you, can be the mood of the environment itself. Like, what do you see? So I say that the most powerful act of magic I know is to look, listen, and feel. And that's the most powerful spell I know. That's the most powerful act of world renewing and life changing magic I know. And so those are some ways to reliably and regularly connect to the magic of place wherever you are. If you were inside a building with no windows, you can look for art, you can look for symbol, you can look for shadows, you can look for light, you can look for interplay of the interior space with your interior space and with what's happening outside. So those are some ideas for connecting to the magic of place. And if you have additional ideas of your own, I would love to hear them. You can also just, feeling your own feet on the ground, whatever that ground is, can be a way to connect. Breathing, taking a deep breath of whatever the air is like can remind you that you breathe the breath of grace wherever you are, that the pulse of the sacred is right beneath your own skin. So thanks so much for being here, and may you look, listen, and feel.